Hey beer geeks, welcome to the Craft Beer Channel, and today we're at Pressure Drop Brewery, Johnny.
We are indeed, and today we are brewing one of the 4 collaborations that Brad and I are brewing for Love and Beer Festival. What is Love and Beer Festival, Bradley?
Johnny, it's the best festival of the summer, mate. It's got the best things in life. It's got love, beer, friends, homebrew.
Homebrew.
Even some Morris dancers, I've heard.
Brad has been booking Morris dancers without my consent. Yeah. So Love and Beer is our beer festival. It's held at Hackney Brewery every year. This year is on the 14th of September. We have an exclusive list of 10 collaboration beers. We've brewed 4 of them. There's going to be Morris dancing, loads of homebrew with our friends and sponsors, the Malt Miller, a whole homebrew tent filled with the UK's best homebrewers. And I have actually done a walk around of Hackney Brewery to show you what is going where. So cut to Johnny in a past life.
Well, thanks, Johnny, and welcome to a blustery, slightly stormy Walthamstow. I am here at Hackney Brewery in their, well, just outside of their amazing outdoor beer garden, where one of the most exciting new additions to Love and Beer will be happening, and that is the Homebrew Beer Hall. So we're going to have a marquee, a tent out here with some of the best homebrewers in the country, all vying for your votes for the best bar of the festival. There'll be some magnificent beer, some great decorations, lots of great chat going on throughout the whole of this event. And all of those beers will be free with a beautiful taster glass designed by Brad himself. Also out here, Brad and I share an email box. If what I'm reading is to be believed, there is going to be Morris dancing, which to anybody who listens to our podcast will be like, oh, okay, cool. To everyone else will be like, huh? But yeah, it looks like there might be a Morris dancing troupe somewhere out here, certainly for the afternoon. Of course, there'll still be lots of spaces for you to all sit outside. Anybody that was here last year remembers it was a beautiful, beautiful day, really, really warm day, and we got to have some fantastic Bavarian style vibes, especially with Lost and Grounded's great fest beer. So you'll enter through here, all 700 or so of you over the day, and you'll come through this wonderful beer garden and into the beer hall. So this every weekend is converted into an amazing beer hall with benches and beer being served. You can see the brewery over here to my left hand side as well, where they're making the beer, and where actually Hackney and Burnt Mill are making their delicious Vermont style IPA inspired by Heady Topper, Focal Banger, all that kind of thing. And in here we're going to have more seating. We're going to have a great DJ at the end to be announced, but it's quite exciting. And then all along here, just like last year, we're going to be having stands that will be offering you tastings of malt, rubbings of hops. We'll have a Craft Beer Channel merch stand with exclusive merchandise. And the Malt Miller will be doing some delicious tastings and obviously introductions to all the amazing products that they sell. We've also got some really great people coming down to do those tastings. We've got Crisp, we've got Charles Farrams, we've got Bath Haas. We've got some really great stuff going on, as well as Lallemand and White WHC yeast coming down to teach all of you about those ingredients. If you're a home brewer, it'll be fascinating. If you're not a home brewer, it will just help you get the best from your beers that you're drinking and all the delicious 10 beers that we are. Just behind me, there's actually an event going on in there right now, so I'm not going to crash it. But just in there is the actual tap room itself, where all of the beer will be poured. We'll have bars out here as well. So that will have all 10 of the collaborations on. You'll be able to sit in there, and there'll be more stands where you can try different beers, different ingredients, and chat to the makers, producers, suppliers of this incredible industry that we're looking to celebrate. So yeah, that's about all you might need to know. There's some great music already pumping out the stereos here in preparation for what's going to happen in a month or so. But you can still buy tickets. Other Johnny is about to tell you all about this, and also to show you some of the delicious breweries and beers that we're going to be serving up at this amazing festival. But yeah, tickets are on sale. Along with your ticket, you will get a special taster glass. You'll get a free pour of Budvar. You'll get obviously all the free homebrew that you could possibly want to try, and a goodie bag on the way out. So it's a great deal. It's going to be a fantastic evening and daytime. There's 2 sessions. It's going to be a fantastic day, and Brad and I cannot wait to see you there.
So tickets are, of course, still available for the afternoon and the evening session. The afternoon is close to selling out, so do get your tickets quickly if you want to come to that one. But if you're going to book a ticket, you might want to know what beers are going to be on tap, mightn't you?
I mean, I think it's the most exciting lineup of beers we've ever done at a beer festival, Johnny. And we've done at least one other beer festival.
We've done one other beer festival.
Yeah.
So last year, it was our 10th birthday, we did 10 collaborations with 10 breweries. This year, we're doing 4, and we're going to dig into the breweries that we're doing that with in a second. But we also have 6 other beers on tap. We have Braybrook and Utopian, 2 of the best lager producers in the UK, making a smoked dunkel. We have Neon Raptor, And Phantom making a delicious hazy pale. We have the amazing, amazing Track teaming up with Malt Miller, who are hosting the festival with us, making a really sessionable pale. We have an American brown with none other than Jameel, formerly of Heretic Brewing, and Elusive.
That's exciting.
It is very, very exciting. We have a Vermont-style focal banger inspired IPA that's being brewed by Burnt Mill and Hackney Brewery themselves. And finally, we have an NZ Pils brewed by our pint-loving friends at McCall's and Wild Horse. So as you can see, it's a real selection of, you know, much-loved breweries, some more kind of heritage kind of breweries, and some really new, modern, really young breweries, which is what we wanted to do. We wanted to spread the love, which is exactly what love is about, and of course collaboration. And this year we are doing 4 collaborations ourselves. So of course, we'll start with Pressure Drop, shall we? So we are brewing something that makes me incredibly excited. And I think that you can tell how long somebody's been into beer, and of course whether they're from London, as to how excited they are about this. But we are brewing an IPA version of Pressure Drop's iconic Pale Fire.
Are we telling everyone what it's called yet, Johnny? Because I think it's a great name.
Yeah, we can tell them. So it's called False Azure.
I was going to say Double Pale Fire.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, it says that on the label, and that's probably for the best because I chose a ridiculous name that is also a quote from Pale Fire, the book. So it's a big mosaic-led West Coasty, but quite soft West Coast IPA that I'm very excited about. And this is, you know, Pale Fire is one of the most important beers in my craft beer journey. You know, helped me fall in love with hoppy beer right at the start. And this dialed up to 6 is going to be possibly, even with an NZ Pils on the list, the most drinkable beer of the festival.
I mean, you know, it's a modern classic, isn't it, Johnny, at this point? It's an absolutely incredible banger of a beer.
This is indeed. And that's my 3rd tin I've had today, and I've still absolutely crushed that glass. So yeah, that's what we've been brewing today. Very excited about that. We're also brewing a New England IPA, an NZ, lots of NZ hops happening at this festival, which I'm very excited about, with Two Flints, who we tipped as one of the big breweries that were going to have a great year last year, I believe it was. And their hazies have gone from strength to strength to strength. So we're brewing a big old Nelson, Motueka and Rakow New England Pale Ale. But knowing me, I have ramped up that bitterness. I have refused to accept anything less than 40 IBUs. And we're also using a really interesting yeast that's going to have a kind of like a touch of acidity to it. Not much ester production, but loads and loads of body to it, which I'm excited about. So I was down at Two Flints yesterday brewing that beer. It's smelling fantastic. It's a beautiful space if you're ever literally in the shadow of Windsor Castle, of royalty. And I think we have future brewing royalty at that brewery. Look at this frothy boy.
That's
delicious.
A beautifully conditioned beer, mate.
This is a bright IPA, so that kind of West Coast, softer but really juicy West Coast style of beer. And this is Nelson as well. Ooh. Nelson and Citra together to make, yeah, grapefruit and green fruit pastels and gooseberry white wine aromas.
Fantastic.
And this is going to be quite close to where our beer ends up, like lovely body, but quite crisp for a hazy beer. And they have proven themselves absolutely fantastic at making very, 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 very drinkable but big aromatic beers at about 6%. So not like McCall's or Wild Horse, who are pintable. This stuff is big and bold, and well, it's a risky boy, Bradley. We're brewing a risky boy.
Brewing a risky boy. We're making a risky boy glass, hopefully, as well.
We are, yeah. So yeah, there will be exclusive merchandise for sale from the Craft Beer channel, including another glass, a tall boy for your risky boys. What could go wrong? So on Tuesday, I was at Pastore, perhaps my favourite mixed firm brewery in the UK.
Yeah.
These guys make absolutely incredible, as you've seen in our video where we talked about how underrated they were. Incredible big mixed firm and wine hybrids. But this is more down their pastry route. And I picked this beer. There is no lactose in this. They've used vanilla to try and create that element of sweetness. But this is called Zuppa, and it's got raspberries, strawberries, blackcurrants, and vanilla in. And then it's still mixed firm. So it's got this really lovely kind of apricot yogurt character to it as well.
Yeah, well yoggy.
Yeah, I mean, it smells like raspberry yogurt. And what we brewed with them is a pink lemonade inspired mixed firm sour. So loads of lemon, loads of raspberry. Spent a lot of time zesting lemons while I was there. And we're going to end up with this big yogurty, sweet and sour beer. But if we have a nice day like we did last year, is going to be absolutely on point.
Love it.
Stunning, right?
And I mean, you said they're your favourite mixed firm brewery in the UK now. They're mine too.
There you go.
Check out our Under the Radar video.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible brewery.
You're not allergic to nuts, are you, Bradley? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Are you trying to kill me? No, I'm not allergic to nuts.
I'm trying not to kill you.
Okay,
Actually,
well,
today,
that's very thoughtful. Thanks. You're a good friend, Johnny.
I am.
You're all about the love and the beer, aren't you, mate? Tickets are available.
Oh, nice. I was going to go down the line there. I'm not trying to kill myself. You are, by wearing sandals to a brewery again. So this is Castle Run from Emperor's. Emperor's a real, genuine cult brewery.
Yeah.
Inspired by
Yeah.
Star Wars as well, so there's cultiness there. But tiny, tiny brewery making incredible imperial stouts. Very loved by a very small set of people that know about them. And we are very honoured to have brewed with them.
Amazing.
With a mash tun that was dangerously overfilled. We are making with Damien from Emperor's a coconut, Guatemalan coffee, and maple syrup imperial stout. And this one I brought along specifically for you. So this is Castle Rum.
Whoa. The Castle
what they
Run,
did
yeah,
there?
I know the Castle Run.
The Castle Rum.
Oh, right.
It's a pun.
Yeah, the Castle Run
Yeah.
run in Star Wars is the fastest run that Han completes in the Millennium Falcon.
3.5 parsecs or
Something like
isn't
that,
it?
yeah.
So this is a 13.3% Barbados rum barrel aged peanut butter jelly imperial porter.
Wow.
I'm not going to dig into the history of why you can't
Bonkers.
really have an imperial porter.
Peanut and jelly.
Yeah, PBJ
Wow.
in rum barrels.
Like a tropical
Lord.
peanut. Wow, that's mental.
That aroma is just bonkers. No lactose in this?
No lactose.
No, no lactose.
How's it getting
all
all
that
that?
sweetness is coming from a long hot mash.
Blimey.
So loads of peanut, loads of jamminess, loads of chocolate. The rum is almost masked until the end. You get sort of vanilla and oak on the finish, which sort of dries it out nicely. It's a really beautifully balanced, beautifully made beer, which you wouldn't generally say with those ingredients.
No.
But the lack of lactose, the fact it's fermented pretty dry, means that it's a very kind of satisfying, moreish finish.
Do you know what, Johnny? The force is strong with this one, mate. And I can't wait to try that coconut bad boy at our festival. Tickets are available.
Tickets are available, so I suggest you get to the Malt Miller website where you can buy tickets in significantly less than 3.5 parsecs. It will sell out, it's just a matter of when. So please do buy tickets, come say hi to us, come buy our merch, come meet all of our Patreons and all of our friends, our homebrewers, and many of the breweries that we've been brewing with and have been doing collaborations. It's going to be one of the best events of the year. It's well worth the trip. And we might even have some socials based around it as well. So there's lots of reasons to come to London and drink silly imperial stout. So hopefully we'll see you on the 14th of September at Hackney Brewery.
Love and beer.